So I have to be very, very, very real and let you guys know about these doggone flex discs that I signed up for. I signed up for the free trial. I paid $3.95 to get this pack of 8. Um, it's a subscription. They send you out a box of 8 every month. They send it straight to your door. I thought that concept was super dope. It's $20 a month though, so it's kind of steep. But I was like, hey, to get it delivered straight to my door, and it's supposed to be so good for you. Yes, let's do that. Right? Wrong. I tried these and I was not in love. Um, I've heard a couple big YouTubers talk about them, and they really enjoyed using them, and they're gonna keep using them. And I cannot get behind this product like that. I mean, let me just show you guys. Let me just show you guys. So, basically, Flex is supposed to be a disposable menstrual disc that lasts up to 12 hours. Um, and it sits at the base of your cervix and it leaves your vaginal canal clear. So it's supposed to be nice for mess free sex, but we'll get into that. Um, so when I received it, I didn't really know what to expect. I got into the bathroom and I was like, I'm gonna try it. It was my the third day of my period, the heaviest day of my period. I'm like, I'm gonna give this a try and we're gonna see what it does. So I whipped this diagram out and I literally had to study the diagram because I was so scared. Because this is very intimidating. Getting this, this is all, so I can take it out. Is this not intimidating? Like, girl, this supposed to go where? This supposed to go on my way. Like, oh, so I had to read the diagram, and I also had to woosah and relax because the mere thought of putting this in gave me a lot of anxiety. So I had to woosah myself. I washed my hands, sat down on the toilet, and I squeezed this, put it straight up, and I tried to tip it up so that I can create that vacuum seal. I'm still not sure if I did it correctly, but that's what I did. Instantly, I felt a slight cramp, just like when you put in a tampon, how you kind of feel those cramps. I felt that right away, and the second I stood up, it felt a little bit better, and a few hours into it, I couldn't feel it at all. So I was like, okay, all right, well, maybe, just maybe, this is going to be the thing for me. I still put on a pad just in case, and I went to work, and I was getting up, sitting down, standing up, moving around a lot, and I did not feel like I had my period. And that was on the heaviest day of my period when it's usually like feeling like floodgates are just like letting loose down there. So it was on the heaviest day of my period, and I was running around fine. The day before, my cramps were literally killing me. That day, my cramps weren't as bad, and I really do feel like it was the product. But then I had to go to the bathroom. This was about probably like 8 hours into wearing the cup, or maybe 8 or 9 hours into wearing the cup, or the disc, I should say. And I went to the bathroom, and there was quite a bit of blood when I wiped and everything like that. I kept it up there though, just because it said I could wear it for 12 hours. So I was like, look, I'm gonna wear this for 12 hours. And then when I went to the bathroom, I didn't see any leaking from the cup area, from the area where the disc was. I did not see any bleeding. After I went to the bathroom though, I could feel the bleeding then. And I don't know if maybe that was the point where I should have changed it. I don't know if that was the point, or if I needed to like readjust it and push it up better. I don't know if that's what I was supposed to do, but I started leaking. And then, but I kept leaking because I had a pad on, so I was like, whatever. I'm not about to go back in the bathroom. I got to finish work. So I finished work, came home, and I instantly was like, dang, I got to get this out of me. And I got a little bit stressed out because in my head, I'm like, well, what if it got stuck? What if I can't get it out? What if there were so many what ifs going through my head? So when I sat down on the toilet to take it out, I was already having like an anxiety attack. So what you have to do in order to get it out is you have to put your fingers inside of you, and you have to find the rim of the disc and hook your finger under the rim of the disc and slide it out. And I'm not a person who's very comfortable going, sorry, I'm spitting. I'm not a person who's very comfortable going all inside, and I'm really not comfortable getting all the blood and everything like that all over my hands. And it was a very uncomfortable situation for me to do this. And at first I couldn't feel it. And then I kept going deeper, 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 deeper. And then I felt it. I felt my finger hit it. And I was like, okay, here it goes. So I went and I tried to like maneuver around it. Y'all, it was stressful. Maneuver around it. I couldn't get my finger under it. So, and I was scared because I'm wearing press-on nails. I was scared that this nail was going to pop off on me. So I just or in me, I should say, pop off in me. So I just went on ahead, I popped the nail off. And I tried real hard digging there and pull it out, but I couldn't. I was so tight and tense and stressed out. So it wouldn't come out because it was too tense. So I popped this nail off, and I literally had to calm myself down. I had to woosah myself. I went in there, and I finally hooked under, and I started sliding it out. And whilst it was sliding out, there was just this huge gush of blood all over my hand, all over the toilet. It was just horrible, you guys. And I didn't pull out and down. I pulled straight out like they tell me to, so that I wouldn't spill anything, because I know that there's blood in there. I'm not trying to spill any of it, but whilst I'm pulling it out, blood is literally going like that. Okay, I'm sorry if it's TMI, but y'all knew what y'all were in for when you clicked on the video. Okay, satisfier? No. Okay, sorry y'all, I'm ADD. So I literally go and I was like freaking out, like, okay, I got this in my hand. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? You're supposed to put it back in the wrapper. There's blood all over it. And you're just like, oh my God, I got it. Blood all over your hands. You're just like, okay, I gotta put it back in here. Gotta put it back in here. And then you gotta throw it away. And it's literally the messiest thing that you have to go through. And I'm like, it shouldn't be this messy. It shouldn't be this difficult. It should be kind of more mess-free. But I was like, maybe I had it in incorrectly. So I'm going to give it one more go. So I sat there and I put the next one in. Well, I washed my hands and I put the next one in. And it was a little bit easier to go in that time just because I kind of knew what to expect. So I felt a little bit calmer, a little bit more confident putting it in. But I'm still not sure if I did it correctly, because after I got up, I went to bed and I was leaking while I was sleeping. And when I got up in the morning, there was blood and stuff like that. So I had to take it out, and I just was using a pad for the rest of the week. So because it's just so messy and kind of traumatic taking those discs out. But will I use these discs again? Will I finish using these discs? I may, because, you know, the more you use them, the more used to it you get. So maybe I didn't give it a good enough chance. I'll try it again my next period. But honestly, it was a very traumatic and scary experience. I could never use these, like, if I was out in public. Like, I would never change this out in public. So even if that 8-hour mark was when I was supposed to take it out because it was so full, if I would have did that at work in that public bath, they would have thought it was a crime scene up in there. Like, it would have been bad. It would have been horrible. And yeah, I don't think that it made life any easier for me. If anything, it made me more stressful. It made me more stressed, and it made having my period this really big ordeal. And I felt like it was supposed to be something that's supposed to make me feel easier about my period or feel like my period's no big deal. But no, it really made me like anxious. But I really wanted to come to you guys and let you guys know my thoughts and my feelings on these Flex menstrual discs. They're nothing new. They're just like soft cups apparently. So if you guys want to try this out, but you don't want to go through the process of getting a subscription, I would say go try soft cups. They're in your drugstore. So I would say go try those and see for yourself how it feels and the messiness I'm talking about. If anybody has tips or tricks to maybe making the Flex menstrual disc work better for them or be less messy or whatever, that would be great. Please let me know in the comment section below. Again, I could feel it when I put my fingers in there, like really far back. So I know that if I were to have sex, my partner would definitely feel it, and it wouldn't be mess free because when I put my fingers up there, it was bloody. So it wouldn't be mess free. So I don't know about their claims to fame with that one, but I'm not a huge fan of the product. I'm still on the search for finding a product that's going to just be easy for me. But that's just me. Those are my thoughts. Hopefully this helps somebody that wanted to know a little bit more about the Flex discs, and hopefully you guys have some suggestions and different things like that to tell me down in the comments below. So stay tuned for that.